Turning it on.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Finds a little space. Inside the 45. Oh, a lot of space. Inside the touchdown Sooners. He would not be denied.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
And he puts through the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So much so that it almost seems like just a relief to the Sooners when they win.
Up to this point, Reese, no doubt, Oklahoma, they have owned this series against their in-state rival. But, David, you know, in rivalry games, you got to throw the records out the window because of the emotion that's played on game day.
So much emotion, so much hatred. You throw it out because, listen, you got nothing to lose. Everybody expects Oklahoma to win this game every year. So if I'm the Cowboys, I can take chances, try to make plays, try to make something good happen early.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Good timing on the quick out. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Escapes the pressure to his right. Rolling on the run. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Might have a chance. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got enough for the 1st. There he goes. The 30. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
I don't know what the records are, but Jesse, they are very much in danger. It looks like Derrick Henry playing with a bunch of 6-year-olds out here right now. Just hand him the ball, and he's just doing whatever he wants, however he wants, and putting up some stupid numbers.
He looks like Derrick Henry and Pop Warner. I mean, that's what this is looking like right now. It's ridiculous what we're watching, and we're not even out of the 1st quarter yet. This could be one of the greatest running back performances in the history of college football if he stays in the game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the right. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. This rivalry dates back to 1904, and the story goes, guys, that the ball got loose once, rolled down a hill, went into a creek, and both teams went in there and fought for it.
And isn't that just what rivalry should be about? We'll fight you. We'll meet you anywhere, in a creek, wherever. We know, Jesse, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, they don't like each other.
Put your face in the fan, put your face in the creek and get that football. I love that. And this really is a storied tradition between these two schools. You don't necessarily have to be from the state of Oklahoma to appreciate that when Oklahoma State plays Oklahoma, man, that is must-watch TV.
And the Cowboys come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Green. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. Got room to... Here's a little room there. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Looking downfield on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field too. Huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're breaks into the open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I'm going to make sure I shut this down the next.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down. They can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job on the DB. Securing the football and forcing the turnover.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. This quarterback part of their running game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Behind the chains now on second and long. On the option. He'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Right on the money. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Kick is in the air. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
And those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Sategna. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this setter downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Carter. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. He's finally run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain.
And this is exactly what happens when you don't keep a fast quarterback in the pocket. Man, you got to keep him inside that tackle box. Don't let him dance. Don't rush upfield. A lot of times that's the responsibility of the defensive lineman, because now you see, now the linebackers, the secondary, everybody's chasing him, and he has the ability to go to the house, to make the big plays. That dude's got some jets.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Quarterback keep. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the options? That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
They have some time here late in the half. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Trying to get the edge with the jet sweep. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And the Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He wants to change this route. The give out of the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And hold on just a minute. They have the decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give to the back. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the book. 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellows, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Buckeyes looking to move to 4-0 on the young season. And they're in front right now, and they've done it with discipline. Kind of the calling card of this program.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half, being down. I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the game.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. The Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's a return from midfield. There we go. Open it up. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. The give. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Quick release on the RPO. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. And he breaks the play. Touchdown Sooners! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point. They're on top by 18. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Moving out to the right. Punch it out of the air. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Throws to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this second half.
Running inside. It's Hawkins.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Barnes. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss, because that could have been worse.
Calls his own number. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Pulls and fires complete. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
I'll tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just...
Caught, and he's got room. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Keeps it on 1st down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Fires to the right. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after this field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David King. kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
Second down, he'll throw it. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Right to inside the 10. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights, it's good. They're hanging around here, leads down to 12.
And I'm just not sure about that decision. The fourth quarter, obviously, we're not going to have very many possessions left. I might would have been able to go for this. The field goal cuts into the lead, but I still think it's a 2-possession game, so I might would have stayed aggressive and gone for it there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Sooner offense returns to the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Steps away. On the run deep down the right side. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
The Cowboys will use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Using his legs to buy some time. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their 2nd. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Punt is in the air. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Looking to throw on first down. Over the middle, complete to Coleman. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point, you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores, got to push the ball down the field, take more chances.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Fires quick. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
He's got the back in the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the boat. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Got the back over the middle. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys, and they will have no more. That's their third. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong.
From the end zone, it's picked up. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. There's some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here.
So once again, Oklahoma has an